Come on now, let's wander down the corridors of dreams.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Yes.
he entered the door on his left.
Right! So it's very helpful, it just tells you what to do. I like a game where you don't have to think for yourself. Oh, is there a whiteboard?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, what did that say?
Now this is a fun game. So I'm told. I asked everybody on the PC Gamer Minecraft server if we should get this, and it was virtually unanimous. Dennis, somebody said no, get gone home, and I nearly did. But then Paul, you swayed my mind, didn't you?
Yeah, because I said, well, look, if they've all played it, you got your paladins and your framebogs, of course, and your other people that I can't remember who agreed with them. DJ Jimington, I can't remember who said yes, and everyone said this, so we got this.
We'll get on with it, shall we?
If you want to read these, you'll have to pause the screen, because I'm not stopping. I don't stop for no man, or no whiteboard. What have it? I don't work in business. Up or down?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Thank you. It's very helpful.
Isn't it? Oh, it's nice. Oh, it's red. That's symbolic of the menstrual cycle and many other things. Jump on the desk. There might be a copy of Cosmo. And now I could look up sex tips for ladies. Oh, it's nice.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yes.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Pussycat.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
I got the first one right.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
How are we going to figure it out then if we don't know what it is?
And that's the icon for the screen if you alt tab out, is that chap with his hand on his tie, symbolic of course of a masturbation.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Was it
Trying to input anything
6?
on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination.
Man.
If he 2845.
2845, that was close.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Random
Stanley
buttons.
happened to
Oh.
input the correct code by sheer luck.
What's that?
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I can smell tea, Paul.
My cup of tea that I've just drunk.
No, food.
I wonder what delicate palatables we're having tonight. What joys has Mum got cooking? Fries.
I don't know, Paul. It smells like loading.
Does it?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Paul, you a sniff. You've got a good big fat nose.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
there.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
Vicinity. Oh. Well, we agreed we were just going to follow whatever the chap said. So we have to go this way. Oh, it's high up, Percy, my love.
That's a big button.
Big buttock.
Button. I said buttock. You heard me.
Some kind of boiled meat. Oh.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Wow.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's like that scene from The Matrix 3.
Ipso facto, Neo, the one bloody bloody blam.
Yes, that made about as much sense as possible.
Is it all scenes
Now
from
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Sexy.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom meant nothing.
That's good, Paul. You should go into voice acting.
Right. Do you think they'd like that?
Yes.
This
427.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be
That
true.
one.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
No. When Cecil said there, he pointed and hit the monitor. Didn't
No.
he? No.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
But like
Here
me.
was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Yeah.
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Nipple
And as the
puppet.
cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Sounds like a lot of hard work. I'd like to hear that guy say Miriam.
Why?
Because of that guy's dead. Bill McGilligan.
Told you not to talk about that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. What's this? Why can't I talk about it?
You know full well why we're not allowed to talk. Shut up.
Maybe I will talk about it, Cecil. Maybe I won't talk about it, Cecil.
You will not. Shut up.
Frog of Spack is now playing Dota 2. In case you're wondering
And when
what...
at last he found the source of the room's power,
Yeah.
he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Alright. Oh! Hey.
Is that it? I spent £6 on that.
I don't believe it, Dad.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Yes.
Was it over?
I think so. What a waste.
Yes. He had won.
Oof.
He had defeated the machine.
Oh, good.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Excellent. Oh, hey, I'm...
Even as the immense door slowly opened,
Yeah.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Nah.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal
Penis.
had not been to understand.
Must have been a homosexual gentleman.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives,
Ah, it's
it will
Yorkshire!
be his.
Tristan Walls, Dad. It looks like North Yorkshire.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Paul, I'm tearing up at the moment here. This is so beautiful.
Unbelievable. £6 for what? 7 minutes of gameplay? That's absolute... So we've won now. We've achievement unlocked. Beat the game.
Is never the end, is.
Why are we starting again, Cecil?
All of his co-workers were gone.
I know.
What did it mean? Stanley decided
done
to go
this,
to the
Dad.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did you say perhaps, not perhaps?
I think you put an air in it.
Oh, please.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Yeah.
entered the door on his left.
Did he bollocks?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Paul,
and
what you
Stanley knew it
doing?
perfectly well.
Going off
Perhaps
the
he
beaten
wanted to
track
stop
now.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Right.
Wow.
Oh.
Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a
Isn't it?
gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Hey, I would like to have a little meeting in here. Maybe set up some snacks and nibbles here. And then have some...
Yes. Really, really worth it being here in the room.
It is
A room
nice.
so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Absolutely.
Really worth it.
It is that you could have snacks and nibbles. You could have your welcome packs there for your delegates. Then you could have a table here for a
At
conference.
this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Right.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Maybe. Fine, I'll move on, but if we ever do have that Radio Thax conference, we could have me sat here at the table, Mrs. Hermitage Biddy there, Miss Hermitage Berry there, and then the 2 fans, a hand fan and a wall fan, desk fan.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room
Yes.
and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, not gonna. Croggy Fish now is playing Spelunky. Tried that game, didn't like it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Spelunky. It's too hard, kept dying. Found it,
Paul, you've got that look on your face. Don't do it.
I have to, I'm sorry.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Oh, you
Good job, Stanley.
stupid shit.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful. Left.
Have I been saying perhaps wrong on my entire life, 84 years?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Don't know, Dad.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Jump off, Paul.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
There's a
To
woman
put your
involved.
work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
She's been deflating, if she's anything like the thing I've got in my bedroom.
What?
Nothing really, it's just a beach ball I rub up against sometimes. Hey! Oh,
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
and Betty.
To reach out to her.
Betty me a
If
beach
you
ball.
can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the dickens?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Pop your top
All
off.
right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually
beautiful.
think you had a loving wife? Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Typical Paul.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
His bedroom's
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him. And every button
Stop
that he
it.
pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature
Dad, let me
of
look.
his
Get
existence.
your hand off the mouse. Dad. Stop it. I want to look. Dad. Stop it. I'm not going to... Let me look at the bosoms. Idiot. Stop it. Look how happy those drawers look. They look like owls or little baby penguins.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door.
Yeah,
The
come
mere
on.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many
No.
possible paths and destinations.
Betty?
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Right. What? Oh, for sake.
I can't believe people have recommended
All of his
this.
co-workers were gone.
Yeah, I know they were.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This
Perhaps he had
is
simply missed a
tedious,
memo.
Paul.
This is the dictionary definition of insanitox.
What?
Insanity. Insanity.
When Stanley came to the 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting
a song
room,
you've just
and
written, isn't it,
Stanley knew
Paul?
perfectly
Yeah.
well.
I'm
Perhaps he
like
wanted to
Peter
stop by the
Andre.
employee lounge first,
No,
just
that
to
was
admire.
Insania.
It was one to...
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first... But eager
believe
to
I
get
know
back
that
to
says-
business, Stanley took the first
Yes.
open door on his left.
Open doors. Open doors. For
Stanley
you,
was so bad at
Pauls.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What are you doing, Paul? We've done this bit.
Look, Stanley, I think
Well,
perhaps
we
you've
haven't,
gotten
Cecil,
off on the
actually.
wrong foot here. I'm
Got
not
them
sure
boxes.
you really are not.
It's like working
I realize that
Amazons.
investing your trust in someone else
What are you
can be
doing?
difficult, but the fact is that the story has
Well,
been about nothing but you.
What?
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I'm jumping off here,
Someone
obviously.
you've forgotten about.
Loopy-doo-doo.
Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Right. Show me some bosoms.
Not any old random bosoms, Paul. You never know whose you'll see.
My own. I've seen them.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Right.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Spin right round, and whichever one you're facing at, Paul.
The red one.
You did that
Oh,
on
thank
purpose.
God you are willing to listen to me.
I saw you
Do
slow
see that
down.
I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
I didn't say
The
so.
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Hang on.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right
Oh,
now.
for crying out loud.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
There's a blackness. And the blackness.
What do we want? What are we looking
Topless
for?
women. Topless women. What is it? Oh.
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay
Paul!
right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
They're kicking in, Cecil. The mushrooms are kicking in.
Yes. I'm made of toast, Paul. Tepid toast dipped in a cup of tea broth.
What?
I'm on drugs, Paul.
Oh, look at this. What was in that chocolate? It's a beautiful ballet of sounds and colours.
This is probably what it's like being abducted by aliens.
It isn't it? Those squares of spots. Adept is now playing Armour 2 Operation Arrowhead.
You see?
Oof. What's this? What's this? There's something merry. What's this? What's that? Plumpa Pum Pum Baubles. Christmas song.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Sorry, I'll go back.
Right. Where were we?
So relaxing.
But come on, press on.
Pressing. To the grim rooms.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
It's alright. Don't worry, lad. It'll be alright.
Yes, we will.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Taking it from... Oh. I don't want to die. I'm a leaf on the breeze.
No!
Oh.
Oh, thank God.
I didn't
You
saw.
lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's the Northern Lights.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Right.
It's beautiful, Paul. Reminds me of the 70s and the 60s.
Objects are maybe going to form in the mists. What's round and pink with other little round pink things on them, Cecil?
Testicles?
Oh, it's alluding to bosoms.
Right, I think you've got a bit of a one-track mind today, haven't you, Paul?
Just a little bit, just a little bit. That's right, Cecil, just a little bit. Boobs.
Stop it! Imagine your mother's bosoms.
Ah, Cecil! Why did you say that? Oh.
Because it stops you thinking the disgusting things you're thinking.
Oh, they're back again. I'm still here. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
Stanley, go
Yeah.
back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
I don't know what to do, Mr. Narrator.
No. No, no, what do you do? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
But bosoms.
Stop it, Paul.
Sorry.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Yeah, we can do
Perhaps
that.
you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
I can actually. Percy, my love.
Oh, don't start saying that again, Paul.
Sorry, I won't do. Oh, Christmas puppies buffing her face off. This is fun. This is a good game, isn't it? The standstill simulator.
We've had goat simulators. We've had agricultural farming simulators. Cookie is now playing Team Fortress 2. And now we've got the standstill simulator.
This should be narrated by you, Cecil.
That'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Stanley turned around and went back through the door. Stanley went round a corner.
Perhaps not.
It's a bit shit, wasn't it, Mr. Narrator? Right.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yeah.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
You I'm a stern on the breeze. Watch me plummet.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I
Sadistic.
just wanted us to get along.
Oh, the phone's
I
going
guess
now.
that was too much to ask.
Tough titty boobs.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over?
I think
It's
so.
going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
That's enough of this nonsense, pal. I want that. A steak and kidney?
Is it? In what form?
I don't know. Boiled, probably.
Come on then, let's go get Dindins.